Hello class 12. We were doing the chapter attention, and today we are at the end of the chapter. Still now we have discussed about what are the definitions of attention and what are the characteristics of attention, and then in the next video we have done the determinants of attention. Today at the end, the last topic which we will discuss is the influence of attention in learning. Now here, as we have understand that unless and until the student or the learner, those who want to learn, they are alert and attentive, the learning will not take place. So the thing is, first and foremost feature which the teacher and the students have to do, that the subject material which will be presented in front of the students must be up to the mark, and the way of explanation, what the teacher's past duty is that the explanation what will be done to the student should be good, so that they feel interested about it. Their attention must be captured by the teacher. Now today we will discuss that what is the influence of attention in learning. Now as the students is willing to learn something, simultaneously side by side the teachers are also having some duty, so that the mind of the child, young mind of the child, must be brought into the topic what is being discussed. So today we will learn that how attention influencing learning, and what are the duties of the teachers, so that they can bring their attention, they can attract their attention towards the topic. Now first is clarity and intensity. Now suppose the way I am explaining is not clear to you. Suppose you are learning, you are the topic, you are the subject, the topic which I am explaining is not at all clear to you, then what will happen? The thing what I want to explain you will not be clear, so there is a difficulty. So the part of the teacher's duty is the way they will explain, that it will be just like it will be very smooth. There will be no doubt in understanding, no doubt in the concept what I want to teach you. So the first and foremost point is the clarity and intensity. Intensity means, suppose I am explaining you, I am giving you example. Intensity means how much depth it has, isn't it? So when I am explaining you something, I am trying my best by giving example, showing you some example, showing you some incident what has happened very recently. So the clarity means the clear concept, and the intensity means the depth of the knowledge or the thing what the teacher wants to taught the student must be very clear. Next point, textbook should be neatly printed. Now sometimes we see that the books which we are buying is not up to the mark, the print which are there is not up to the mark. So what happens? We lose our interest in reading, we lose our interest in learning something, isn't it? So that you have to understand, when the bookmaker or the publisher is publishing the book, they must verify. And more specifically, when the teacher is teaching you the book, what the book I have suggested you, if it is neatly not written, the meaning is not clear to the students, then it will be very difficult for you to pay attention. So textbook should be neatly printed. The textbook what we are going to read, I am pointing out all the points from the book, you will get all the points, okay, but listen until I explain it clearly, and you read it. When you are reading, means flawless reading is something else. So for flawless reading, what you have to do, what there should be, it should be neatly printed. Third point, the language should be lucid. Lucid means it is easy to understand, it is local language, or the language should be of your heart, isn't it? So if the motive is not to write in a difficult word, the motive is to understand it better in a easy way. We always suggest you to write in a simple language, in a lucid language. Why? Because there's a less chance of mistaking. If you try to write big words, there can be a mistake of there's a probability of spelling mistake. So we tell you to avoid difficult words. Write whatever you are thinking, and write it in your own language, your lucid language, so that everyone can understand. So the teacher's part is to check the book, whether the book is good or not. So whether the students of your standard can understand it or not. So that is the next point. So the language should be lucid. Fourth point, teaching material should be optimum in size. Optimum means, suppose in a project work, suppose when we are doing some project, we used to use some apparatus, we used to use some materials. So the materials which will be displayed by the teacher should be of optimum size, because suppose those who are sitting at the back, they would be unable to see, isn't it? So what will happen? The students, those who are sitting at the back, they will lose their attention on the topic. Though they are primarily, they were very interested about the practical, but as they are sitting at the back and they are unable to see what is going on ma'am's table or sir's table, they usually lose their attention. So optimum means it's a quite a sum, means it should be a big one, so that all the students can see the project item or the apparatus or the app which is being used for the student is visible. Next point, repetition of hard spots in learning. Now suppose it's a very common example, don't take it personally. See, sometimes happen when we get something very difficult, we used to avoid. Just why? What is the reason? What is the definition of difficult? It is your individual thought, isn't it? And why it is becoming difficult for you? Because you are unable to understand, isn't it? So repetition of the hard spot will help you to clarify your doubts. Whatever doubt you have in you, whatever you have in your thoughts and etc., what will happen? You will slowly reduce everything, and you will slowly understand the topic what you want to learn, and the teacher will repeat. So what is the implication of repeating? You will again start paying attention on the particular topic which you are feeling uninterested due to not understanding the learning matter which is being discussed. Do you understand? Why the teachers will repeat the spot? Because it is difficult for you. Why it is difficult for you? Because you are unable to understand it, isn't it? So if the teacher will repeat, again you will feel interest on it, and you will pay attention. You will start paying attention on the particular topic. Finally, the teacher should be enough active to draw attention. Now suppose suppose the teacher who is explaining you something, she or he is not having enough capacity to attract you. They don't have the capacity to bring your attention towards him or her. Then what will happen? The entire class will suffer. So the teacher's motive is to bring or to capture the attention towards the subject what she is going to teach you today. So if I do not give you a brief introduction about what we have done in the previous classes, then what will happen? You will lose the interest. Maybe after 5 days the video is being released or being uploaded to you. So what you have read in the previous classes you have forgot. So why do we recapitulate once? Because we want to bring your attention towards us. And so that is why what do? We used to tell you that what we have done earlier, and today what we are going to do. So that is what is teacher should be enough, means the teacher should be active so that they can bring attention of the students towards her or towards the topic what she wants to teach you. So that is all about the chapter attention. You will get everything in the PDF, and these points you can write in a point wise, or you can illustrate if you want. Everything is written in the book. This point I have discussed, when you will go through the book, you will see in page number, it is the page number 21, necessity of attention in education. That part you will see the second paragraph, when the teachers will able to arrest attention of the people From there, all the points are written clearly. So you go through the PDF, you go through the book, you will be able to understand everything. Thank you.